As the year comes to a close, stocks are going to be finishing at levels that we haven't seen since before the collapse of Lehman Brothers way back in September of 2008. But one asset class is beating out all the others, and it's commodities. Dom Chu has more. And Dom, can you put the commodity returns in context for us?
Yeah, just check out what we're talking about here, Scarlett. With the commodities here, it's been a great year for them. If you look at them compared to other asset classes, it's been a stellar kind of move. You see down through the line here, basically 15% for commodities. That's versus 13% for stocks, around 5% for bonds, and just 2% for the dollar trade there. So it has been a great year for commodities. And, just kind of putting things, why commodities here? Look at what's going on in China. Obviously, huge demand from one of the biggest growing emerging markets in the world, one of the biggest economies in the world. China, a huge story there. Number two, safety, right? A lot of people are saying if you don't trust some paper currencies out there, you don't trust what's going on in places like Europe, look for things like precious metals, gold, silver, things like that. And then number three, Scarlett, weather. You can't talk about the perfect storm without saying, hey, weather, right? If crops aren't able to be harvested or grown, that's a huge deal, Scarlett. One of those reasons why we might see some of those things happening out there, Scarlett.
All right. And Dom, what about some of the individual commodities themselves? There are different reasons for each one's returns, right?
Right. I mean, just take a look at these. The reasons vary. Obviously, for things like copper, it's demand out of China, industrial uses, things like that. Silver, it's all about those basically, the safety trade. They're buying things that have a hedge against inflation or against other, paper currencies. Number three, wheat. Basically what's happening with wheat, a lot of stuff going on in the agricultural space there with supply and demand. So a lot of these things happening, political unrest in the Ivory Coast for chocolate. So, Scarlett, a lot of the reasons why some people are saying commodities might be due for an even better year in 2011.